Number 34, MP.
Good evening, everyone. The NBA season is still, and with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best five. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes, so I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
Well, for MP, winning the NBA Cup has been a point of emphasis for him, and tonight's game is huge to reach that goal.
It is, and I'll say this, every game in the Cup is a big one. Remember, just 4 teams in each conference advance, so you cannot afford multiple losses. MP will need to be on his A game every game to win it all.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Christie is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at center. Williamson, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And not just a threat from interior or around the rim, Williamson can also hurt you from the mid-range.
It's been an eventful run for Zion Williamson, right, Brent, to say the least, since going first overall in the 2019 draft.
And man, Kevin, you just are hoping for the simplest of things, and that is health. Because when Zion is healthy, so is this team in ways that other teams fear because of how dominant he can be. This is a special talent. We just want to see more and more of it.
Time now to head over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, MP certainly has his heart set on winning this NBA Cup. I asked him why it was so important to him, and he said it'll show just how strong this team is, that we're competitors, and that we're must-watch basketball this season. MP certainly sounds committed to this tournament. Guys?
We all love the NBA Cup, don't we? And I bet his coach loves hearing his player MP say that as much as we do. Thank you, David. King against Bridges. MP with a screen on Murray. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Misses the three. Pass to Williamson. Takes it inside. That gives them the lead.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. You do not want to go toe-to-toe with Zion on the inside.
MP inside. Covered by Williamson. McDaniels, a screen on Williamson. MP, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Murray surveying the D. Clock at 6. And that one, good.
Soft touch from Murray. That's smooth.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Anthony's checked in for Edwards. And we're now around the midway point through the group stage games. So let's check out the NBA Cup standings.
Well, as you know, teams are randomly drawn to their groups based off their record from the previous season. And as you can tell, some of these groups are easier to navigate than others.
Now, here's MP. Last game, 26 points. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, when MP hits from there, it really opens up this offense.
Anthony against Williamson. When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But, boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kev.
Substitution on the court.
Keep going out there. No left.
Here's Tough Car. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Minnesota leading by 6. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Turner, and it's Potter in at the 1 spot. Pass to Kamare. From outside, off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta. Turner's got 7 points in the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Puts one up from 19. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Philadelphia played some huge minutes. He ended up with 26 points, and both from the foul line and the floor, he was making his shots out there. Just a fantastic effort for him out on the floor. See if he's got any gas left in the tank for tonight, guys.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Potter, the pass to Quickly. And here is Williamson, covered by MP. Misses off the right iron.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Uncovered. Good. He hits the jump shot. He's got 10.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's Potter. Edwards defending. Here's Potter. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 5. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Williamson outside. And again, New Orleans has no up.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Here's King. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Minnesota. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. MP rattling the rim.
Defense has no answers for what MP is questioning them with right now.
A minute 20 left to play here in the second quarter. And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Murray outside. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Christie. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
MP finds McDaniel. Off target from three-point range.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And that one is good. Williamson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Minnesota.
And stolen by Williamson.
Well, the defense coming at Zion shot hard right there, but he's smart, and he plays into it, getting the personal.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Timberwolves leading by 7. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by MP.
love the strong finish by MP, leaving no room for error with the flush.
New Orleans has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Murray with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. There's a screen. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Timberwolves. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low block and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. MP out there with Julius Randle. And it's Dillingham in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. That free throw good from Williamson.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Minnesota leading by 7. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
You know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you.
And what I love about MP is work ethic. He's someone that wants to keep getting better and better. And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Back to Williamson. Deflected by MP.
And the defensive instincts of MP shining through on that block.
5 on the clock. Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Williamson kicks to Bridges. Murray outside. Fires away from way outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Here's Williamson. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Williamson's got 4 points this quarter.
So great to see Zion Williamson out on the wing and coming down the lane. That's a guy hard to stop on a fast break.
Edwards with confidence.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Christie against Edwards. Pass to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Stolen by McDaniels. Fast break, here they come. Edwards looking it over. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's foul number 2 for him. Minnesota making a switch here. Kamar is checked in. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Potter's checked in. On the wing, MP. Covered by Williamson. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Potter. Back to Williamson. Out to Bridges. Drills the three-pointer. Bridges got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They're capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage. Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And here is Bridges. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. And he gets it to go.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Pelicans trail by 7. Williamson outside. Here's Potter. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Fade away, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. King's got 22 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Williamson, the pass to Quickly. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by Kamare. Kamare's got his 6th rebound on the night. King against Williamson. Pass to Anthony. Anthony off a pick from King. Shot clock at 6. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Anthony's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves. Williamson looking it over. Nifty move. And the rejection by MP. No good that time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves lead by 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already up. Changing it up here. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. DeJounte Murray is out there with Christie. Then it's Zion Williamson. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Messi in at the 5.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
McDaniels sets a screen for MP. Pass to McDaniels over Christie. And he can't bank that one in. Pelicans trail by 20. Williamson kicks to Murray. Here's Christie. He's defended by Randall. And here is Murray. Will it go? And again, New Orleans has no luck.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Now, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Christie. Randall with the block.
No, sir. Randall up there says,
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And the 3 ball is good. Williamson's got 10 points here in the second half.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And a wide open look for MP. Had the space there, but it's offline. Pelicans trail by 17. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And Murray, here we go. Here's Christie. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Kings got double-digit rebounds now in the game. That's tipped.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Timberwolves.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece still. 2 more to go in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. MP outside. The shot is good off the backboard. Kings got 24.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Randall, a screen on Williamson. King's shot is off. And it's the Pelicans' ball. 17-point game. Out to Bridges. Good on the triple.
Miles Bridges.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And King, here we go. Edwards passes to Randall. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Picked by Randall. MP, that's for 2. Another miss by MP. Williamson right side. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Miles Bridges.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.